March 1998, Life Through a Lens had reached #1, and Robbie had found the key to the dressing up box.
Hell is gone and heaven's here. There's nothing left for you to fear. Shake your ass, come over here. Now scream.
Let Me Entertain You came about, actually. We were around Guy's house and we were watching the Rock and Roll Circus with the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. And we were quite inspired when we went upstairs and wrote the Who-esque song. I'm really proud of the video. Let Me Entertain You was the best video I've ever done, I think. The lyric on it's actually ludicrous, and I hated it for a while, but now I'm quite fond of it.
There are few dirtier words in the entertainment business than entertainment. This is one of the quandaries faced by Robbie Williams. These days, it's widely considered more fashionable to play it cool and try to be authentic than to entertain. Robbie Williams doesn't obey those rules.
I don't think it's cool to do an awful lot of what I do. You know, and I think that people are scared to look a fool. I think a lot of people look really good. You know, I think a lot of people dance really well, but I think an awful lot of people lack the ability to engage with their audience. You know, I can understand how people could view my act as being pantomime or as being over the top or too theatrical or too flamboyant, but whatever it is that I do, people look at.
While Life Through a Lens was still in the charts, Robbie and Guy Chambers swiftly wrote a follow-up album, I've Been Expecting You. The dressing up box remained open.
If you come with me, this is where I'm going to do what is professionally known as lip syncing, where I'm going to mime to my track. This is not part of the video, but I'd just like to have it everywhere with me. Now I've sold a few records. I think it's important that you get a revolving bed wherever you go with you.
Nearly 2 years after Freedom, Millennium, a song built around a sample from the theme tune for the James Bond film You Only Live Twice, became his first #1.
Millennium didn't have a title. There was no millennium. There was just a chorus without that bit. We didn't know what to call it, but the millennium was soon to come round. We thought millennium. You know, I've always been a big fan of James Bond. I've always fancied myself as a Sean Connery type on the quiet. And we asked John Barry if it was okay to use the sample, and he said yes, and that's how Millennium came about.
Just do the top of the song again?
Can I do it all as Harry Seacombe?
No.
Leaves me tired all the time.
One of the many unexpected consequences of fame is that you become a magnet for indiscriminate hopes, dreams and delusions. As a result, you're always disappointing people. Once you become famous, you're always shattering dreams you never encouraged, withdrawing help you never volunteered, and breaking promises you never made.
My breath smells of 1,000 fags, and when I'm drunk I dance like me dad. I've started to dress a bit like him.
Strong was written in a hotel in Cologne, and I developed these very, very obsessive fans. I actually was freaked out by these people. You know, they literally did scare me. So I would call these people, a lot of them anyway, obsessed people with problems of their own, you know. And because I was doing my best to avoid them, and I'd walk in and go up to my room and not want anything to do, and I'm talking, you know, like 100 or 200 in the lobby, you know, it would scare the living daylights out of me, you know. I was scared of these people that would look at me like this. I just wanted to sit down and let them know that I wasn't actually being big-headed, you know. I was actually feeling a bit scared of everything, and, you know, please try and understand, I'm not being rude, but, you know, you freak me out.
And you know, 'cause my life's a mess, and I'm trying to grow. You think that I'm strong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I sing my song. If there's somebody calling me on, she's the one. We were young, we were wrong, we were fine all along.
She's the One was a song that meant an awful lot to me when I came out of rehab. It was off an album called Egyptology by Carl Wallinger, and Escapology was my favourite album of that summer. Egyptology, sorry, Freudian. Egyptology was my favourite album of that summer, and one of my favourite songs on there was a ballad called She's the One.
When you said what you wanna say, and you know the way you wanna play, you'll be so high, you'll be flying.
I wanted one of those kind of ballads on my album, and I wanted to sing that song, and I wanted that song to be heard by loads of people.
Carry on, 'cause if there's somebody calling me on, she's the one.
It's a beautiful ballad and remains a beautiful ballad. You know, I know who it's about and who it was written for, and you know the meaning behind it, and it's very sad and very touching. You know, and I think Carl Wallinger didn't like it because I'd taken it and now it means something else. You know, I think it was very deeply personal to him, and I could understandable if he'd be upset with my version, you know, with who he thinks I am and what he thinks I mean when I sing these songs.
She's the one.
She's the One is the only cover version on his greatest hits album. The rest are his. Robbie may enjoy proclaiming himself a light entertainer. He may grin and prance and make fun of you and make fun of himself. But as he does all this, within his songs, he tells you his whole honest story, hidden in plain sight.
She's the one.
I don't drink, I don't take any drugs, I smoke 60 silk cut a fucking day, and I'm fucking miserable. Eh?
That's good then.
Apart from that, I'm fucking light of everyone's life, me.
I get accused of the songs being too autobiographical, you know, all of them, all of the time. Self-obsessed Robbie Williams, and it's true. It's absolutely true. You know, very few of them aren't autobiographical.